I am just changing the fuel pump regulator on my Renault 2019 120 DCI. It's pretty straightforward. You have to take your fan belt off, and then you take your fuel pump off its brackets, which is 3 bolts. They are 10mm. Then the tricky bit is getting access down here to the fuel pump regulator. I'll show you what I've done. I basically used a number of tools. I used, where is it? It's up here. I used this little tool with this on the end. So I modified just a standard bit, so it's a little bit shorter, and this takes a T25 hex. I ended up bending a few of them, so don't put a lot of pressure on it, and you basically have to get that in there, crack the nuts off really gently. I used some penetrating WD penetrating oil. It took me quite a long time just to get those undone. When they did crack off, it was pretty straightforward to undo them. The next mistake I had was I bought the wrong fuel pump regulator valve. I didn't check the part numbers. They look exactly the same, so I put it all back together, and lo and behold, it wouldn't start. So I've had to order another fuel pump regulator valve. It should be coming tomorrow. And then back to when you've cracked them off, you need a tiny little mini ratchet to get in there, attached to the end of that. Put that on there, and then that you can easily get them off. Just be careful you don't drop the nuts. I ended up using a magnet tray, put it under there, and it caught them. And then when you put them back in, if you put a piece of cloth over the end of that and then put your bolt on it, it should slide in, and you can relocate them in there nicely and put it all back together. But it is a bit of a pig of a job. It's doable. I've just redone it. It's taken me like half an hour instead of 2.5 hours that it took me yesterday. So as long as you can get access, it's weird because the access, you have to go under here to get to that bolt, and the bottom one there, that bolt comes out this side, but the other two you have to go under. And the fuel pump, unless you take the power steering pump, unless you take that fully out, it will always be just sort of there, and you have to push it over. So, but hope that helps. Just make sure you match your part numbers. Thanks for watching. Beautiful day, love it.